So hello everyone, welcome to this coding tutorial. My name is Hamid Salah. I'll be your coding instructor for this tutorial. So we'll be talking about the introduction to PHP. So what's PHP? When you hear PHP, what comes to your mind first? So PHP is a server scripting language and a powerful tool for making dynamic and interactive web pages. So PHP is more of like it's about scripting language. It's a program language for writing. PHP is a program language, can knows that, and it's used for writing mainly backend. It's meant for the backend of website. They use PHP for backend of websites. So and it's a powerful tool for making dynamic and interactive pages. Meaning that you can use PHP to generate a dynamic page, to create a dynamic page. Let me give an example of dynamic pages. When you go to so if I visit my profile on Facebook and you visit your profile on Facebook, you see that the details that are going to be on the two are going to be different. So those are example of dynamic pages. So we can achieve that with PHP. PHP are used for creating dynamic web pages. Well, what are the things you are meant to have known before attending this class? You should have knowledge about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So if you have basic knowledge about HTML and CSS and you don't really know JavaScript, don't worry. I'll be dropping a link on my basic tutorial video on JavaScript. So what is PHP? Like the full meaning and just more about PHP. PHP is an acronym. So for Hypertext Preprocessor, or some people do call it Hypertext Preprocessor, or they call it Hypertext Preprocessor. PHP is widely used open source scripting language. There are a lot of websites using PHP. A lot of websites online there that are backed with PHP. Even part of Facebook is built on PHP. WordPress uses PHP. A lot of websites out there are built on PHP. So PHP scripts are executed on the server. PHP is free to download and use. PHP is an open source programming language, meaning that you don't need to pay to use it. So that's why people use it mainly. So that's one of the reasons why people use it mainly rather. So what's a PHP file? A PHP file is a file that contains a text, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP code. That's just what a PHP file is. So if you hear something like PHP file, this is what should come to your mind. PHP code is executed on the server and the result is returned to the browser as plain HTML. So all this, you might not need to worry yourself about all this big grammar, but once you start the coding aspects, you will get to know more about it. So PHP files as extension of those PHP. So if you are creating a file and you want to, you know that that file you are going to be writing PHP in it, and probably you'll be um, um you'll be writing PHP in it. You'll be using it your PHP. Let's say you are doing a PHP project and you want to create a PHP file. The file extension must be just PHP. So what can PHP do? PHP can generate dynamic pages and content. PHP can create, open, read, write, delete, and close files on the server. So you can use PHP to create a file, to open a file, to edit a file, to delete something from a file. So you can do a lot with PHP. So once you are done learning PHP, you'll be able to build almost any type of website. Yeah. PHP can collect form data, it can collect data from people. PHP can send and receive cookies. PHP can add, delete, modify data into your database. In your database, PHP can be used to control user access. PHP can encrypt data. With PHP, you are not limited to output HTML. You can output images or PDF files. You can also output any text such as HTML and XML. So with PHP, you can actually do a lot of stuff. So just take your time, make sure you practice all the coding, the remaining coding tutorial. Make sure you follow up. You will be able to do a lot with PHP. So why PHP? Why am I picking PHP for you guys as the backend language to use? Because one of the one of those are just part of the reasons. So PHP runs on various platforms. If you are using PHP, if you are learning PHP, you can run PHP on Windows, on Linux, on Unix, on Mac OS, on almost any operating system. You can run your PHP on it. PHP is compatible with almost all server used today. PHP is compatible with Apache. Talk about the server IIS, NGX, lot of servers like that. You might not be used to those terms, but no worry. PHP, that's what PHP is compatible with almost any server. Just know that PHP supports wide range of database. Yeah, PHP, you can use PHP with MySQL, Postgre, and lot of databases like that PHP supports. So PHP is free. Download it from the official. You can actually download the PHP from here. But don't worry, I'm going to like show a brief way of how to set up PHP for people that are on Windows. For Linux, Unix, and Macs, I might just recommend links for you to just watch YouTube tutorial on that if you're on Mac, Linux, or Unix. So but for those that are on Windows, I'm going to just run a demo in this same video tutorial. So this tutorial is more of like introduction to PHP and setting up of your PHP environment. So PHP is easy to run, easy to learn, and runs efficiently on the server side. Yeah, if you write your PHP code very well, PHP is not slow. Yeah, PHP is not slow, and it runs very well on the server side. So it is powerful enough to be the core of the biggest blogging system on the web. Yeah, that's how powerful PHP is. PHP is being used by WordPress is using PHP, and some lot of other big website, big company are using PHP for their web development. So it's a very powerful programming language. It can be really used for a lot of stuff. I also have softwares that are built that are being used by over thousands of users, and the websites are running fine. So um PHP is a very powerful programming language. It is deep enough to run large social networks. Yeah, you can use it to run, like a social network. You can use it to build a social media app. You can use it for banking software. You can use it a lot of sectors. You just have to write your code very well, put in security measures and the like. So it's also easy enough to be a beginner's first server-side language. So can you see it is the reason why I'm also recommending PHP for you is because it is user-friendly. Like you can for beginners, yeah, it is beginners friendly. So as your first server-side programming language, we have a lot of server-side programming language. Server-side programming language means these are programming languages that runs on the server. They don't run on the browser. They run on the server. So I don't know, distance you might not get used to it. You might not really know it, but with time you would understand what I'm talking about very well. When you start doing the coding aspect, I'll be mentioning this time again and be elaborating more about it. So we have a lot of server side programming language. We have PHP, we have Golang, we have C++, we have what again? We have JavaScript. JavaScript also we have the server side of JavaScript. But the JavaScript you can run JavaScript on client and you can also run it on server. So yeah, we have Python, yeah, the like. So there are a lot of server side programming language, but PHP is still one of the one that is more of like beginners friendly. So what you doing? So that's just is on basic introduction about PHP. So now we begin to the setup and installation of setup of PHP on your Windows laptop. So you want to set up PHP, just head here and just search for XAMPP. Just download the XAMPP app. You can come here. You can come to the official website, which is Apache. Just download this XAMPP app. You can download anyone. So I already have it, so that's how I'll be downloading. Just download and install. If you're using 64 bits, if you're using yeah. Okay, this you can download these are the versions. You can download the latest version. This for I think this for people that are on Linux. This for people that are on Mac OS. So you can also come here to download. So there are different ways of setting up some PHP on your computer, but this is one of the easiest way. So just download this app. By download this app, it's going to do a lot of setup for you, set up your database and the likes. So once you downloaded the XAMPP, so I'm going to open my example now. Let's open the XAMPP app. XAMPP. So yeah, so if I open my exam, yeah, I should be saying something like this. I should be saying something like this. If you are seeing anything that is different from this, so try and reach out to your coding instructor. So let's see. So let me just if I run localhost now, I want to show you the difference between. So if I just me opening my exam is not enough. I have to start the server. So local is more like a local server because this tutorial is more backend. So you need the server to be don't forget I told you that PHP runs on the server. So you need the server to be running your code. So but now for now we're using a local server. That means a server that is within your system. That's what we mean by local server. So like local host. So can you see that it's giving me that this site cannot be reached because I've not started my server. So you have to come here and click on start. Now, though you have different type of servers, you have different type of server types. You have Apache, NGS, and the likes. So, but here we are using Apache. So, can you see that it's loaded now? Can you see XAMPP, Apache, plus MariaDB, plus this? So, these are something that will come into XAMPP. So, this database, we still use it, but for now, we are not working with that. So just make sure you once you click on start and you type localhost on your browser, make sure you are seeing this. So once you are seeing this, you are a step ahead in the backend. So that will be all for this class. So in the next class, we'll be creating this class is going to be fully practical. So we'll be creating our first PHP file and we'll be running it to see how it will. So I'm going to be putting you guys through on how to run your PHP file and how to display data on your browser, declaring of variables and the like. So those are the stuff we'll be covering in the next video tutorial. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for watching.